Okay, so I wasn't planning on making any content given what was going on in my real life right now, but I did manage to find a couple minutes to actually get a clear on this. It was actually only my second try trying this floor, and considering that a lot of people like my Abyss commentary and a lot of people are probably going to be looking for a day one solution, and this was a total of 5 minutes, I figured I could very easily throw this up. So all you really need to know about this challenge mode is that you need to play all different classes. You can't play any repeat classes. All of your characters have to be naturally 4 stars or less, and you need to not stun Purgus, which means that you need either high ER on your characters or you need some way to grant immunity to your characters so that way when he AoEs, he does not stun your team and get the buff, otherwise you will not get max rewards. So the team that we arrived at is going to be a combat readiness pushing team with Ras, because he's obviously the best tank for that, because he gives you the CR push as well as the defense break on his S2 and the guaranteed dual attack, which is nice. And then we want Kitty Clarissa because, again, another Abyss All-Star pushes up characters, but we can't play Terranor Guard and we can't play Tamarin. So we arrived at Lots as our Soul Weaver choice because he gives you the most amount of attacks of what's left in the pool, because he has a lot of CR pushing in his kit. And then BBK is a 4-star or less that hits really hard, good single target DPS, and also gives herself a combat readiness push when she lands her move. So she was like the natural choice after talking to one of my guildmates, Amir. So yeah, this is essentially how I arrived at it. Raz is basically going to soul burn his S2 to give himself immunity, as well as BBK immunity, which means you will not have to worry about getting stunned and you will not trigger the boss's enraged mechanic. Kitty Clarissa also can cleanse any potential debuffs on your team and also provides herself with immunity. So 3 of your characters at that point are basically dodging the boss mechanic. So as long as your Soul Weaver has decent speed and decent effect resistance, you'll be fine. My ER in this video, I think, is a little bit too low. I have like 48 to 50. I think it should probably be closer to 100, but he's literally on my expedition gear. Again, this is my second attempt on just like whatever gear I had laying around. Pretty much the only one on like really, really insane gear is the Kitty Clarissa, who is on like some of my Conqueror Lilius gear. She's going to be like around the 270 bracket. But like Raz is like 240-ish. Lots is like 200. Honestly, you can bring Kitty Clarissa down in speed and bring Lots up in speed. And then obviously BBK can be whatever you want. I have her on Rage gear. You'll notice here I get a lucky resist on Lots there and don't get stunned. Everyone else had immunity, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, you could see from watching the video, it's fairly straightforward. BBK just S1s all the time into Purgus whenever possible. Kitty Clarissa just S3s if it's available, and S1s into Purgus whenever possible. Raz soul burns whenever possible to get his S2 off for the defense break. I actually got really unlucky with these defense breaks in this run. And then Lots is just going to CR push whichever character you think you need at the front. I actually YOLO the S2 here because I think that if I get the defense break, I'll probably be fine and be able to win off of this, but I end up being a little bit short on it. You can see we're pretty much almost done at this point. As soon as Kitty Clarissa gets another turn, it's pretty much just going to be lights out. We're just S1ing here because I don't want to give the Purgus a reason to like dual attack me or counter me or something. Again, this is my second attempt on this floor, so I wasn't really sure. Like the first attempt, I used Doris instead of Lots, and I used Camilla instead of Kitty Clarissa, and I just was like, you know what? Camilla doesn't do anything. Let's switch to Kitty Clarissa, and while we're at it, let's just try Lots because, again, me and my guildmate Amir were talking about maybe Lots might be a good option, and turns out, yeah, he's really good. So yeah, this is a really easy Abyss. If you've cleared Abyss 120 up to this point, this should be pretty much free with a team like this. And then we just soul burn here at the end for style points. Alright, so now real quickly I will show you my gear so you can see where we're at. Raz, as you can see, on Arius, 245 speed, over 85 effectiveness. Next we go to Kitty Clarissa. You can see she's on some of my Conqueror Lilius gear, 270 plus speed. Ranon's for extra turns. EE is the one that allows you to heal an extra teammate. lots, literally my expedition lots. Mag tome to take extra turns, over 200 speed. Make sure you have S2 and S3. And then finally, we have Rage Set BBK on DDJ, which I don't know if that works, but yeah, it's basically my leftover Rage gear. Hopefully this helps. Later.